that we keep seeing between the fact that you have Donald Trump being told in this latest ruling he can't run a business in New York for the next 3 years when he's trying to convince the country he can run the country for 4 more years.
Oh, yeah, and it gets better than that, because if Donald Trump is about anything, it's about revisionism, especially when it comes to his lack of mental acuity. I want to play for you Trump on Wednesday talking about the purported mix-up between Nikki Haley and Pelosi. Let's take a listen to this, Jim.
When I say that Obama is the president of our country, blah, 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 they go, he doesn't know that's Biden. He doesn't know. So it's very hard to be sarcastic. When I interpose, because I'm not a Nikki fan and I'm not a Pelosi fan, and when I purposely interpose names, they said he didn't know Pelosi from Nikki, from Tricky Nikki. He didn't know. I interpose, and they make a big deal out of it. I said, no, I think they both stink. They have something in common. They both stink.
So, Alexi, we're the slow ones. We're the ones. We should just have known. Oh, he met Nikki.
He's up here. We're down here.
We're down here. So
we can't match his mental energy.
But this is what.
They can't even hold it together. They're like, yeah, I don't know about that.
It was a sarcasm, you guys. Duh.
But this is where we are. This is where we find ourselves, where we look at things objectively, hear what the man says, and he comes back and tell us, no, that's not what you heard. This is what I heard. This is what I said. This is what I meant. Yeah. And it really becomes a problem narrative, to your earlier point, about for the Biden team to always kind of be slightly, if not directly, on some form of defensive platform. I think there are ways around that. Are you hearing and seeing from your reporting a strategy developing, as you alluded to before, with the Biden team to actually get in front of some of this stuff and really reframe Donald Trump?
Yeah.
You can reframe him on his age. I think you can reframe him on his mental acuity and a whole bunch of other things. But how do you see them reframing this?
Totally. I mean, we already see them sort of casting her and others as potentially partisan folks, Republican actors who are politically motivated. They're reminding people of the danger of Donald Trump, not just what he's done, what he says he'll do. The gaslighting alone is something that I think America is very aware of. But the other thing that I think Biden folks are trying to remind people of is you need to take him literally when he's saying the things that he's going to do, because we know exactly the sort of unrestrained sense of power that he would step into were he to be reelected, given everything he's seen he can get away with. I mean, I think one aside, when we're talking about Trump's sarcasm, I don't think I've ever seen or heard the man laugh. I could not tell you what his laugh sounds like, and I bet none of us on this show could think of what his laugh sounds like or a moment that he has actually laughed. And I just think it's interesting because for a number of reasons that I'm not qualified to talk about, but like if you're joking, then laugh. If you're making a sarcastic comment, then why aren't you laughing?
Lisa, maybe it's hard to find joy when you're saying you're going to be a dictator on day one.
Well, I was just going to say, it's going to haunt my dreams, Alexi, trying to think about what it would be like for Donald Trump to